thought that maybe we would sit and talk about how my small business is doing and how I feel like things are, I don't want to say they're going slow, but they're definitely not anywhere near where I thought that they would be, especially now, 2 years into my business. I assumed that things would be a little bit different, but I wanted to sit and talk to you and just have a calm chat while we sit and paint, something to take it easy on my migraines, because today I woke up and I was just not feeling good at all. Had an extreme migraine, and I'm like, you know what? The video that I planned on doing today, I just can't do that because I plan on doing a long story time video and I can't even. And I just wanted to sit and do something quick and easy with you guys, and we paint and we talk about business. And more specifically, I guess I want to talk about, what do you do when things are slow, or what I'm doing now that things are feeling slow. So I thought that we would sit and we would paint some of the new bag charms that I'm launching for very soon. I think in November, I'm going to launch these for Black Friday. So that's a whole nother to do. So we'll probably talk a little bit about that too. But anywho, let's just go ahead and jump right into it. My first time making a little mushroom. I have no idea if it's correct or not, but my first time making a little mushroom. I think he's cute. I have a few more things. I guess I'll show you all the charms before I actually paint them. So I already got started painting the little mushroom guy. There's a little mushroom, and then we have a little mug. They're so tiny. They're bag charms, so yeah, really tiny though. There's the little mug, or the little teacup actually. Here's a little loaf of bread. Here's the strawberry. I think I need work on like leaf part of this strawberry, but there's the strawberry. This one, I don't know. I wanted to make a dandelion. That's that right? Or sunflower. I wanted to make a sunflower, but I ended up making a flower of some sort. It was just like a little like cutter that I had, which is fine. But I wanted a sunflower. And I might still try to figure out how to do that. But yeah, here is my little froggy guy. He is so cute because I don't like any type of like crittery things. But little frog guy, he's actually really cute and I like it. So the charms are turning out good. I'm liking them so far. I actually did some other charms, so let me show you those before I start painting the other ones too. Snaps. Oh, everything's falling. Now, where did it go? Oh, crap. Oh, my hair. Okay, a little egg got away. This is going to be like a bakery bag charm set. And we have the little egg that just rolled away on me. I think it's so cute. Have a little tray of cookies. Isn't that adorable? And I was gonna do a jar, but I decided to do like a bag of flour. Now, don't look at it and judge it too hard because it's not done yet. Like, they're literally samples. Even everything that I'm about to paint now, like, they're literally samples. So I'll know how to make them better when I actually do like real things. So don't judge them too hard. But yeah, here we have a little stick of butter. I think I would do like butter at the top, and then like little measuring lines on the sides instead of writing it on the side. But you live and you learn, I guess. And then there's the little carton of milk, and I totally did it the wrong way because it should be facing this way, but this part should say milk right here, and then you would like pull it from that side open. So I gotta fix that. And then this was supposed to be a spoon, but I couldn't figure out how to really make it look like a spoon. So then I decided to just make it into a little measuring cup. So I don't know if you can see that because everything is on a black shirt. Yeah, you can see this. And then I put a little hole in it at the top so it can kind of like a measuring spoon. I'm trying to see, is there anything else I forgot to show you? But yeah, these are all of the bakery charms. And then this one was a part of a different collection, which I don't even know if I'm going to put it out yet, but y'all let me know because my boyfriend claimed to me, I asked him, I just put it in his hand, but he doesn't know things. Can you tell what this is? So there's the side. I hope this is in focus too. Let's see. There's the side, the top. So can y'all tell like this is? I'm about to say it in 3, 2. If you know what it is, comment down below before I say it. Okay, got your answer? In 3, 2, 1. It's a box. It's supposed to be a box, but he claimed that it looked like an ice cream sandwich. And I was like, I could have sworn that looked like a shipping label. And then that was the tape on the top. If it looks like an ice cream sandwich, then I guess maybe I have to rework the colors and everything. But even like emoji that I looked at, like has lighter tape on top and then a brown box. And I was going to do like a fragile label on this side. And this was going to be a part of like boss girl essentials, like a girl who's an entrepreneur. And I'm still deciding if I want to do like cell phone or a laptop. Again, I've never created those things before out of clay. So I still have to learn how to actually do those things. Then I have to see like one was, I'll say easier, but yeah, one is easier to actually create and like reproducing. So I don't know, but anywho, it's supposed to be a box, and then that's the little shipping label, and then some tape on top. So I don't know. If you guys are guessing like cream sandwich, then that means I have a lot to change about this. Okay, so again, I just finished the little mushroom guy where it looks like there's a little dirt at the bottom. I kind of like that. I think it'll look really nice too when it gets varnished and everything. And then I think I need some better paint because I've had this for a while. So I think I want to go and get some better paint because it looks a little separating. It doesn't look as like, what is the word, opaque? It's looking a little transparent and I don't like that. So I'm gonna fix that with buying some more paint from Michael's maybe. I think I'll do a little bread next. I wish I could say that my business is just booming and doing so well, but to be honest with you, it's not. And it hasn't since I started this business a year ago, but it feels even longer because I've been doing this for so long. I've been in entrepreneurship and doing entrepreneurial things for so long. I had a fashion business, as I always mention here on this channel. And while I will say it's better than what it was when I had my fashion business, that's for sure, I still think things like sales and the engagement on my social media and things like that, it's not there. And I would love it to eventually be better, but it's just not quite there yet. And I think that it's okay, but it's not okay. I just did a podcast episode on this, so I don't want to go too in depth and detail into what I talked about on the podcast. I would really just appreciate if you guys would just listen to the podcast episode to really hear my in-depth thoughts about this. I guess overall, what I'll say about where I'm at right now in my business is I'm feeling good about where I'm at and what I'm doing. Things like this, like my bag charms or my keychains or my art prints. I'm doing things that make me feel like I'm having fun and everything like that. But as far as sales and visibility go, just engagement. Here on my YouTube channel, for example, at first I was doing well to where my highest viewed video on here so far is a video with 400 views. And I think the second one has almost 230 views. There's always an ambulance going by. I would pause it, but I feel like because I live so close to a hospital that I'm going to be constantly pausing the video. And I did that once and I forgot that I was paused and I was just talking. So I'm like, maybe I won't pause it anymore because I can't really help that. So I'm just thinking maybe I should just keep talking. Anywho, so hopefully you guys can hear me. I definitely think I need to get something a lot lighter than this. And I thought that I had different paints and stuff, but now it's turning out to be like, man, I don't have as many paints as I thought I did. But this is not the color that I thought that it would be. But maybe I can test something. I do have a lighter color, but it's really not that much of it. So I have to scrape it in order to get some out. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just go with this in the meantime and just paint to have fun. I feel like I went from having 400 views, which is my highest rated videos, 400 and something views on it, to going down to 60 and 70 views to maybe 50 views, and then stagnation and nothing, getting 2 views on a video, which it happens. I'm not necessarily complaining about that. It might sound like it. And I don't think it's necessarily complaining. I think it's an observation because you want to be measuring your views and your metrics and things like that to make sure that you're on track to meeting your goals, whatever that is. I think I currently have 42 followers now. So I would do something like I want 8 more followers so I can finally reach 50 followers. I do stuff like that. So I don't do anything too crazy or anything when I'm setting very specific goals for my channel. But I have realized that my views on my videos and everything have significantly gone down. In the last few videos that I've posted, I've only gotten 2 views, 4 views. It is stagnant. And that's unfortunate, but I do think that I'm still able to have fun and everything in what I'm doing, because I am focused on things like what I'm doing now, working on new collections. And I'm not sure if I mentioned it yet in this video, but I started my podcast up again. I wasn't even planning on doing a podcast. It actually happened because I had a blog post to write, but I didn't feel like writing it. I didn't feel like physically typing it up. And I think that's crazy because I genuinely love typing and I love physically writing and stuff like that. But last night, I was like, I don't feel like typing this at all. I did not feel like typing. So I'm like, well, what else can I do? To make a long story short, though, I just was like, well, maybe you get the podcast started up again and do it that way. And I was like, but why? I think I was trying to talk myself out of it because I'm like, are you just doing this to distract yourself? Or do you genuinely want to do this podcast again? And I think I genuinely wanted to do it because it just seems to keep happening every time around this year. I will go back into wanting to do that podcast. Last year, I wanted to do it around the same time. And so I did 2 episodes. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I thought I would do a whole season, maybe 12 episodes, but that didn't happen at all. And I got 2 episodes and that was okay. And then I left it alone. And I was like, well, maybe I just won't do this until I get in a better apartment where it's freaking quiet because it's so loud around here. We just heard the sirens, but there's also, I have a neighbor, and in that video that got 400 views, I talked about this, and this is how long it's been going on. This neighbor that it lives across the street from me is just always playing music. And it is just the most inconsiderate thing I have ever just experienced, to not care about the people around you and how loud your music is. It's ridiculous. Just because you decide to listen to the radio, why do we all have to listen to the radio? It makes no sense. I just don't get it. And then if you're going to do it, at least splurge for the Spotify premium. Come on. Why do we got to listen to ads? But no, we gotta sit here and listen to ads and stuff and listen to your music. So I really didn't think I would be able to do this podcast because it's just always so much noise around here, and I genuinely don't think I can do it. I woke up today and I'm like, you know what? You just gotta do it because it was within me to do it, and I had to trust that gut instinct and just follow through with it and do it. And so I did it, and I was actually really happy with how I was just flowing. I can't even tell you, I was flowing. I'm not sure if it'll be out by the time I actually post this video, because I was planning on putting that out on Thursday and then changing my YouTube schedule to Tuesday. I'm seeing more creators posting on Monday, Tuesday. So I'm thinking of maybe moving mine around then, and maybe that might help with some of the engagement. I started posting on Thursdays, and I was also posting on Sundays, and I've tried those days. I'll leave a link below in the description box below for you guys to check out that podcast. I put my all into that this morning. And from just thinking about the idea of getting back on my podcast last night to then filming to recording the podcast today, and it actually feeling good and aligned and turning out really good. And I thought I got rid of everything. I thought I got rid of my intro and my outro to the podcast. And then I searched it up in my phone files and I found the intro and the outro. And I was like, you know what? Everything is here. It's meant to be. So I'm trusting it that this is going to be good. I feel like with the seasons changing and everything like that, I am not even painting right now. It seems like I want to do podcasts when the seasons change. So I think I just need to let that happen. Fall, winter is my time to do podcasting. Then I think that that's a good thing. And if spring, summer, I enjoy writing a bit more, I think I will explore that. I really feel like that's what's keeping me going right now, because when I feel like things are slow and my views are low and I'm not making sales and stuff consistently in my business, or not making sales at all, I could really get down on myself about it. But the fact that I'm doing things that really feel aligned with me, for example, making little miniature charms. I love this. I'm obsessed with miniatures and I'm allowing myself to do it. So that feels good and it feels aligned. It feels intentional for me to be doing and making products like this for my business, or doing the podcast and just going for it and really flowing this morning. Just really flowing, sitting there and feeling like it didn't feel like it was hard. It didn't feel like I was stumbling over my words or anything too much. It just felt like I was just flowing and it felt really good. It felt like I had never left the podcast, and it actually felt even better than last year. So I'm like, you know what? Just doing things that feel good. They feel intentional in the moment. They feel like this is where I'm supposed to be at now. I feel like that's what's really keeping me going when things may not be going my way, or sales and stuff might be slow. My views and stuff might be down on YouTube. There's always something in your business that you can be doing. And I think that that's the biggest lesson that I've learned over the years, is that when you have a business or you're an entrepreneur or something like that, there's always going to be something that you can be doing, because your business is going to be bigger than your products or your services that you're offering. Of course, we want to have good products and good services and stuff, but that's not the only thing. What is your true mission and purpose behind your business? What are the things that you enjoy talking about? And how can you do more of that? How can you do things that feel more fun and more aligned with you? And also things that you could just do that are just fun for you, fun for your mental health, for your well-being, focusing on things like that, and then being able to incorporate it into your business too. I feel like this is what it's all about. And I feel like that's what really allows you to be able to keep going when things are feeling low, you're feeling unmotivated, you're feeling like, why am I even doing this anymore? Or you're thinking about quitting. You can really go back to the purpose behind your business. And every time I focus on that, every time I focus on my why and the purpose behind my business, it really just helps me to realign with everything and to recenter and to rejuvenate and be like, okay, now I can get back on track. Now I can really start over and start over fresh. Oftentimes I like to look at my why. I actually wrote a full PDF guide of my vision, my mission, the purpose behind my business. It has all my brand colors and everything like that. You might hear it called a brand presentation guide or something like that. Brand guidelines, things like that. But when I was doing my brand guidelines, I wrote all of those different things down, and I revisit them quite often when I'm feeling stuck or stagnant or anything like that. I'll just revisit those, and it really just helps me to realign myself with in my why and the purpose behind my business. So I'm not really feeling like want to quit or completely give up. And I don't think I've really felt that since my fashion business, really. Then I was ready to give up. I was really ready to give up in that business. And I think it's because I loved it at first. I loved it when it was just fun and creative and things like that. And then I think, is this brush dirty? Yeah. I feel like what happened was I started to put my creativity into other people's hands, if that makes any sense. People were asking me to make certain things that I didn't want to make. And I was a people pleaser then, so I didn't really know how to say no to people. I would take on things that I just wasn't happy with. I had people ask me to make freaking shower curtains, and I'm like, I don't know how to make a shower curtain, and I don't want to make shower curtains. I want to make gowns. That's what I wanted to do. But at the time, no, I didn't know how to say that, and I didn't know how to I didn't know what my why was. I didn't know what the purpose of my business and everything was. I thought that the people that I was selling to was my audience, and they weren't. They were like my friends and my family members, which your friends and your families can be your customer, but are they your ideal customer? I guess is the thing. And there is definitely a difference. You can have customers and stuff like that, but then is it your ideal customer? This person that you imagine is the best fit for your products or your services, and you've went through their wants, their needs, their desires. You might hear these called pain points or struggles or things like that. And you creating products or services or content specifically for them. And at that time, I didn't have that. And I was just selling or trying to sell to them, and they didn't want it. They didn't see my vision. And I was just getting so upset, and I was so miserable and so unhappy with what I was doing. And I think that not knowing a lot of the things that I know now about my brand and business is what really kept me from seeing any type of success in my business. I might not have a bunch of sales or anything like that, and I might be very low on views and stuff right now. But when this started to take off for me, as far as even getting a 400 view video, that was crazy to me. And I was like so happy, and I'm still very happy with it. Anytime I get a new subscriber here on my YouTube channel, like that, when I get a new subscriber here on my channel, that one really does it for me. That one makes me feel like, oh, you got to get up, because people are starting to subscribe now, which I still have to get up anyway. But that one really does it. I'm not gonna lie, that one really does give me a boost of motivation to really get up and keep going, because I'm like, I don't want them to unsubscribe. It's inevitable that people will unsubscribe from you, though, and you can't do anything about that, because maybe they just aren't as aligned with the content anymore. And it's nothing against you. I've unsubscribed from people too. And it's nothing against them. We just are not on the same page anymore, and that's okay. It's nothing against the actual creator. There's a little strawberry. I totally got a little pink there. But again, these are just samples, so we're not trying to be super perfect here. I just need to see what they look like so I'll know how to make them better. But anywho, here's the bread. But again, I need better paint, because I'm not happy with how that looks. A much lighter color, and then going in with a sponge or something like that to dot it like brown, that would be perfect. So I can't wait to go to Michael's and get some more paint for that. But can't even see that. We are 3 charms down. There's a little mushroom and the bread. So 3 charms down. Oh God, I'm just getting the colors all over the place. They are not dry yet. It's okay. It's okay if they look a mess. But anywho, which one do I want to paint next? I have the mug left. I have the flower left, and I have the little froggo. You know what? Since I was just using green, I think I will continue with the green. And we'll do a little froggo next. I don't know why I keep calling him Froggo. Maybe that's his name. But anywho, I don't even remember what I was just talking about. I think that when I started to understand what my brand and my business was, I began to truly understand that it's a process. It's a journey. And I know people say that all the time, but what does it actually mean, I guess? And for me, at least, what it means is not only focusing on not making any sales and stuff like that. There's so much more to do than to just focus on sales or how each individual piece of content is doing. This works on a broader scale. Of course, you can go in and individually analyze each video, but overall, how are things doing? And then you can go in and start dissecting things. This video did this, or this thumbnail did this, so maybe I can start doing that more. Or I'm realizing collectively these types of videos do well. So I think that it's important to keep going, so that way you can have a better way of measuring how everything is doing, versus just focusing on that one video that maybe didn't do well, or even 4 videos, like my last 4 videos, they didn't do well at all. I won't say it's really bad, but it's not ideal. It's definitely, oh God, little froggo. It's definitely not what I wanted. But again, I evaluate where I'm at, and overall, I know that things will get better. I went back and I looked at some previous videos that I did, and I analyzed those videos. Well, why did those videos perform better? Like the video where I think I got 200 views, and I thought that I was going to cringe looking at that video. But actually, I went back and I was like, man, this video is actually kind of good. And it was like my 2nd or 3rd video on the channel, maybe. I don't remember. I think I was talking about an offer or something like that I was launching. And it was actually pretty good. And I think the response was so good was because I was speaking directly to my ideal customer. I was actually talking about my brand and my business. I was actually connecting with the people who would genuinely want to watch that. So that's telling me that I need to do more videos like this and actually mention things like my small business and being a bit more vulnerable in my videos. And I've been trying to, I don't want to say cut corners with it, but being as though I deal with a lot of health issues, I've been trying to just do what I can. But I think I also need to find a better way to do what I can, like videos like this, where it's not too much, where I can still just sit and talk, but I'm also just having fun and I'm just painting and I'm just casually speaking to you guys. It's nothing too strenuous on me or anything like that, but I think that doing more things like this is what's really going to help me to reconnect with my audience and to connect with a new audience even. So it's not just one thing I know that's going to magically make it all change overnight, but collectively doing things like working on my thumbnails and stuff like that, working on my marketing altogether, which is something else I have to do, which I've been looking into. I could be good at branding. Branding is no problem for me now. I can brand my business. I stopped doing a lot of my coaching programs and everything like that, but I help other business owners with their brands. The thing that I need work on though is the marketing aspect. And I would love that. So then I can further help other small business owners with their marketing. But first, I need to take care of my own marketing. And I feel like once I get the hang of that, things will get so much better for me. So I'm doing that now. And I've been just looking at other creators. This is looking a little weird. I really don't know how to do this. Maybe that can work. I'm confused if his whole eye should be brown, if the whole circle on top should be brown. But I feel like if it was from the back, that whole thing wouldn't be brown, right? I would do black as well, but I don't have my black paint sitting right in front of me. So we're doing brown for right now. Maybe I will do black for the eye, but I think brown might actually be better. These are just the prototypes. I have to keep telling myself that these are just the prototypes. But so I'm working on my marketing now. I'm working on just figuring out little ways to make things better, to help me to focus on marketing more and sales and things like that more. I've been really looking at a lot of creators who talk about marketing a lot more, because I follow lots of coaches and stuff who talk about branding, but I don't think that I was really paying attention too much to the marketing aspect. And that's something that I really want to work on, because even though you think you could be getting on people's nerves and stuff like that, and maybe they will get tired of you from talking about your business so much or talking about your products or your services too much, but really you got to be doing triple what you think because not everybody is seeing that. I could look now at my analytics and it'll tell you I'm getting more people viewing my videos who don't follow me at all. And that's across all platforms, from YouTube to Instagram, Pinterest, which nobody follows me on Pinterest, but it says I have 900 something views a month, and I just started Pinterest 3 days ago. So, and I'm just using Pinterest for fun anyway. Pinterest is not my serious strategy or anything like that. I just pin things as I go. It used to be a part of my bigger strategy, but YouTube is my main platform, so I chose to focus on that for right now. And then other platforms are secondary, third, and then just they're there. I have them, but YouTube is my main platform that I truly want to focus on making better. And things like my newsletter, that's another one, which I saw somebody mention. Maybe if I can, who was it? I think it was Jade Beeson. She mentioned to link your newsletter in the comment section of your YouTube videos. And I think that's genius. And I might actually try that. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do yet, but I think that that's a really good idea to start linking it in more than just the description box. So I'm going to actually work on that. I think I was supposed to make his belly, I painted him in completely green, but I think his belly needs a much lighter color. I don't know. We don't get many frogs here in Chicago that I know of. I should have been looking at a reference photo of what a frog actually looks like. I don't like this color. Man, I need paints really bad. This looks terrible. Well, okay, this looks super terrible, but it doesn't look great either. Can you even see that? I accidentally painted his little hand. I'm just making a mess at this point, but let me try to fix that. I said fixed. Let me try and fix that. Let's see. Oh no, that's just making it. I think a smaller brush, of course, going in, but this is going to take some work. And I think he also needs a little cute little nose. I don't know. I gotta figure this out for the Froggo, but for right now, that's not terrible, but that's Froggo. So let's just move on. The little teacup. I was thinking of doing blue, but I didn't know if I want. Maybe I need to find that lighter color, that lighter shade of beige that I have, and try to squeeze out what little bit left I have. I got the beige, and as you can see, there is literally, oh God, there's nothing in here. But I'm gonna try to scrape out what I can. That's what I mean. I need to go to Michael's and get some more paint. So that might be something we do very soon. Oh God, touching. But I'm thinking of making the cup beige, maybe even something a little lighter than a beige, but I'll try beige for right now. I'll do beige and then maybe a little blue trim around it, a little teacup or a little blue flower. I don't know yet. I don't know. Maybe a blue trim and then a little flower. Like that could be an option. Let's see. I want to keep it simple, but I want to keep it easy to be able to replicate over and over and over again because I have to make a bunch of these to make enough charms. So I don't want to do anything super complicated, but I do want to do something that's a little bit different. I want to make it unique. But I really need to work on my marketing skills because I just launched all of this back here, my keychains, my art prints. There are notepads in here, and over here in this box right there is my clay pens. And so I know that I need to work on my marketing and everything like that because not a lot of people know about that. And you would think that just putting it out there once or twice is enough, but it definitely is not. It takes people on average. It used to say 7 or 8 times, and now I think it's like 11 or 12 times. Don't quote me on it, but it's definitely raised now to where people have to see it more times in order to buy. There will be people that are ready to buy and they only got to come across you one time, but that's not the case for everybody. I think that's why it's so important to focus on the content and everything that you're doing and your marketing and everything so that way you can stay top of mind to people, which is what I'm really working on now. I could have easily just not done a video today, especially since I got back on my podcast now. I could have easily thought about not doing this video. And I don't know how relevant this video will be to a lot of people, but I told myself I want to keep up with my content. And I think that doing this video will just help me to stay active on my channel and hold me accountable because I said that I was supposed to be posting every single week. I will have my days, I know, but for the most part, I want to stay consistent with everything. I think it's kind of fun to also just do a video that's off the cusp. I normally have a video where it's very strategic, I guess. I've thought about the title in advance, maybe a week or two ago. I've outlined the video and everything. But this time around, it's a little bit different where I quickly thought about the title and I bullet pointed out a few things and here we are. So I can only hope that this video will do okay. I don't expect it to bring back all of my views and everything like that, but I think that the point of this video was to just have a bit more fun and let go a little bit and just be able to hop on camera and just record and not overthink everything. And while I definitely believe in having a plan and a strategy, I just think that some days you might just need a video that's not so overly put together. Sometimes you just need to just jump in there and just do it. And I think that that is exactly what happened with me earlier today with my podcast. I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to jump in here and just do it. I woke up at 7 or 8 o'clock and by 9, 10 o'clock, I was recording the podcast and I was done by 11:30. And I loved every little bit of it. And so I think that sometimes we need that just whatever. We need to be a little bit of spontaneous. Natural lighting, I tell you, I had to turn on my lamp because the natural lighting keeps playing with me and making my videos look weird. So hopefully this looks okay. I have no idea what I'm doing anymore. I said I wanted a dandelion. Why do I keep saying dandelion? I want a sunflower in this charm set, but I don't know how to make a sunflower out of clay just yet. I guess I'll have to take my time and figure that out if I don't like this, which I'm not really loving it, but if I really hate it, then I need to sit down and really figure out how to make sunflowers because I feel like the sunflower would really look cute with the cottage core set. And I have a few ideas in mind for a few different sets. But then I was also like, maybe I need to scale back because that might be too many sets. After I finished bakery shop set, I was like, oh my God, maybe I'm doing it was actually a lot harder than I thought it would be. And I was like, maybe I should cut back on some of the things that I'm trying to do because I'm trying to do too many things at once, too many sets at once. But I'm still enjoying it. I'm still having fun with it. I just sometimes get ambitious and thinking that, oh, I can do 52 million sets. And no, like it's not the case. So I'm almost done. Okay, hold up now, y'all. Hold up. This is looking better. I'm making such a mess because I'm trying to rush it. Just don't think that this is gonna look like this in the final. Like, it's gonna look good. Look. I hope you can see. I hope it's not blurry. Let's see. Is that blurry? It looks like it's blurry. Anywho, I really hope you guys can see it. That doesn't look bad. I think I can do this. Now, I think the only thing I would do is make that a little bit thicker though. Looking a little thin. So I think I would make that a lot thicker. So make sure, of course, that it's not like snappable. Clay can do that. But if you make it thick enough, it'll be fine. So I love that. That looks cute. Okay. I'm liking it. It's turning out better than I thought it would. Nerding out. This is exactly what it was like with the bakery set too. I was just like, I don't know about this bakery set. At least that's what I was thinking to myself. I don't know about this bakery set. It's not happening. And then by the time I finished painting them, I was like, okay, love it. Like, I love everything about it. And so far now with the cottagecore set, I'm loving pretty much everything about it. I think the bread. Oh wait, I brought the beige in here, so maybe I can like this. At least put a little bit of beige on this bread. Let's try that. Let's see. Ooh, that I did a little too much. Okay, I'm a little too heavy-handed. I went too heavy-handed. Wait, why does that look so white? Oh my God. I think I might have definitely did that wrong. Okay. I should have went in a little bit lighter handed with that because now I really gotta just start over. Okay. I didn't run it. I can fix it. But yeah, it caught me off guard with how bright that was. Now all of a sudden there's enough in the jar to where it was a little too much on the brush. Okay, go in and fix that now because that looks terrible. Actually, I should probably let that dry a little bit before I try to go in. So let's finish off my hands. I have to make sure my microphone is still recording. Let's finish off the mug first. I said I wanted to do a blue trim. Am I gonna do that or am I gonna do a blue flower? I don't know. I don't know. This is the mug. I'm so nervous. Oh, okay. Not too bad. I accidentally got brown on it too, just from my fingers. Okay, but it's not exactly. Ooh, I don't know. Maybe I should have just left it a light brown. Should I paint the flower on it? I don't know. Something about it. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna do a little. No, that looks terrible. You can't even see it. This brush also. So you guys can see that this brush has like wispies. So the little wispies are making it hard to even paint that. But no, I do not like that. We're gonna repaint over that. To be honest with y'all, I really don't know. I wanted to do blue on that, but that doesn't look. I don't know. I'm gonna paint over it again because I don't know. I don't like that. Like blue is okay, and I think it would go well with the other colors, but I don't think I like that blue very well. Ooh, now it's not covering up. Of course, because I painted over it 62 million times and won't let it dry. So I'm gonna sit it there and let it dry for a second. This is turning into a disaster. I don't really paint on camera that often. Actually, I don't do this at all, which is very... I keep trying to do stuff like this, like talking on camera while I'm actually doing stuff in my business, but I don't know. Maybe I'm a little too, I don't know, just maybe too uptight with it and I need to relax and just let it be. But yeah, it's very weird because I feel like I'm not like doing right. So, and you guys are getting to see me like freaking make mistakes. I'm not freaking out that bad. I won't say freaking out. I'm not freaking out. I'm okay. We're in this together. So, of course, again, we have my little bread that has been through it. And then we have the flour, which I'm liking. I really am. I'm liking it so much better now. So that's really good. I'm happy about this one. The mug, the mug that we don't know. We don't know what to put on her. So we gotta figure that out. Again, I'm thinking either blue or pink and something that can fit into this cottage core vibe. Then we have Froggo here, which Froggo needs some help, but I was thinking of doing a little face on Froggo. I don't know if you can see that. My camera keeps looking like it's just not focusing. But we have Froggo here. But so there is Froggo. And then we have the little mushroom. I really like it. I was really happy about the way that I did. I feel like you guys can't see this. Let me see. Can you guys see the underside of it? You can see it on this side a little bit where I did the little scratches and stuff that well, I don't know what it's called. Again, I don't know about mushrooms and stuff like that. I don't know why I'm acting brand new. I see mushrooms growing on trees and stuff like that in Chicago. But anywho, so the little wrinkly bits on the other side, that sounds weird. But anywho, that's the freaking mushroom. And then here is the little strawberry. And with some better paint and not rushing it, I'm sure that when I do the final charms, these are going to look amazing. Like these up here. Let me show you so y'all don't be thinking that I just can't paint. And these look nice. I was off camera doing these, so this will all be in a set. This is a separate set again. This is a little box for the Boss Girls Essential set. And then this one is the bakery set. So a little milk, measuring cup, butter, egg, flour. And I really like it. And it actually turned out really, really cute. Let me see. I might turn my light back on. These just look so adorable. And then we have the cottage core set. So I think there's going to be 6 per chain. These are the chains. They are a little shorter than I thought they would be, but I think it's still workable, especially since charms aren't really that big. Well, most charms, I don't know, but I think this is going to be really good to do 3 on this side, something like that, and then 3 on this side, where it won't overpower it, but it'll still look good. It'll still look fine. I think it'll be fine. So this is what I'm thinking of for one set, and then other set will look something like flour, butter. I could put that one down there. Measuring cup, milk, and then the egg. So something like that. Isn't that cute? I love it. I'm so happy about this. I can see the potential in it. Just need to work on craftsmanship of it and better paints. And I think that this is going to be great. I'm trying to get ready for Black Friday. This will be my first Black Friday. Actually, I think I tried to do Black Friday last year, but I was more so in the service-based side of my business. So, I get to see what it would look like with like physical products, stuff like that. So that's what I'm getting ready for now. And because I need to work on marketing anyway, but I'm really working on marketing for that as well. So 2 separate styles of marketing, because one I really want to target for Black Friday, but another one is just like marketing in general, my brand and business. I think all in all, like I'm moving and I'm just happy about that. Like I'm moving and doing things in my business now. Like I was so stuck and stagnant and just not doing anything. So now that I'm actually doing stuff now, like I think that is all that I can ask for. I feel like this is just like a good point, and I know that eventually it's going to get better, and I'm just going to keep going until it gets there. When people would tell me to take a break, I'd be like, no, I can't. We need to take breaks sometimes, but we're not giving up. Okay, we're not giving up. But I do think it's important to allow yourself to just have fun and be creative in your business and just try new things, like me with my podcast. I feel good today, even though I felt terrible physically. So that's good. That's good. I'm going to go now, and I just want to thank you guys for spending the day with me in my small business, making a complete mess. But I have fun. I hope you had fun. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your dreams. No matter what, you were given this dream, this vision for a reason. God gave it to you, the universe, whatever you believe in, it was given to you and shown to you for a reason. So don't give up on it. Even if you need to take a break, that's okay. We all need to take a break. I used to believe that I could take breaks, but you can take a break if you need to take a break. But just don't give up. It's going to get better. And the more that you have fun, the more that you get in alignment and do things that creatively fulfill you, the better the outcome is going to be. The more it's going to lead to the abundance and the money and and the visibility and the engagement coming. Trust and believe in your gut instinct and listen to that inner voice more that's guiding you and telling you what to do and where to go. Trust it. And it's all going to work out. I believe it. I'm going to also link that podcast episode for you guys, or at least I'll link to my podcast channel. You guys can check there to see when it comes, hopefully this Thursday, but I'll keep you posted. And I thank you guys so much for being to today's video, and I'll talk to you soon.
Where she goes is mystery. There's a void inside of me, 'cause I know this is a dream. It's the matrix now I see. Still my body moves unconsciously. I've got no control over me. I keep trying.